Okay, in this section here we're just going to talk about the components, the parts for the winch. We'll start off with the bushings. Every winch basically has the plastic bushing. We use a graphite composite. There's less distortion, it's a harder material, and less heat transfer using this. We did use the plastic, but we've upgraded now, and the graphite is a superior bushing to use. Brake system, again, this is off the 12,000. This is the overload coupling that will kick in at 12,200 pounds, which disengages the motor and the gearbox. The brake itself is a fulcrum style. What that means is you have steel pins along the radius of the brake. As it goes into reverse, the fulcrum will turn, force the pins up into the drum, which locks it in place. It's an automatic, very simple concept, works great. Outer seals. On the Titan winches we use rubber seals to keep the water, mud out. It's a twin-lipped seal and it does a good job. Sliding ring gear, again tooled steel. We don't use, some winches you'll find that the outer gear casing will have the gears cut into it. We don't use that. We use a tool steel gear. It's far superior. It's far more durable, a lot more heavy duty. We feel the best way to go with it. Again, inside here we have a needle bearing that the sun gear shaft runs on. Speaking of which, we'll get to the gears. Here's the gear set. There's the shaft on the sun gear that runs on the needle bearing. Drive shaft comes right down through. Again, as you can see, carriers, the gears themselves, they're all heavy duty. I'm going to have a hard time breaking those. Starter motor. Okay, here's the armature. Again, we use the seal, the bushing, and we have a pressed on bearing. So this is actually pressed on, and the same with this on the armature shaft. Gearbox. Again, this is it all put together, and as you can see, you have your gear set, bushing, outer seal. Starter motor put together, or the motor rather, and again, as you can see, we've got the seals, press bearing, all put together. End cap for the motor has a O-ring on it to keep any moisture, or try to keep any moisture out of the motor itself. There's that. Then we come to the solenoid, the controller. This has cadmium silver oxide tipped contacts. What that means is when you engage and disengage the winch or the solenoid, you'll get arcing. This eliminates that, which basically gives you a longer life. Again, it's a sealed unit. The one unit controls any winch. That's basically it for the components for the winch. They're your basic components for any winch that you can think of.